Turn to Adam now for another check of the forecast. And wow, thinking about snow, it's just, I've got fog on the brain today.
It is, and it's there, but it's just Mother Nature. She tries to balance things out. So when it's really warm and hot on this side of the country, well, you can probably rest assured that we're going to see much different conditions on the eastern side of the country. And that's where they are dealing with temperatures right now in the 40s, the 30s, even all the way down to the deep south. I have family there in Alabama. Their highs today are going to be in the 50s. We're already up to 61, and so going to be quite a difference, but we do see a cool down eventually as we start to see more of that active weather returning late this week. Now, visibility has been an issue for a lot of the morning, but it is improving. Tacoma, we're now up to 2 miles. We're up to 1.5 miles around Arlington as that fog is beginning to dissipate and burn off, and should be fine. We'll see plenty of sunshine, but it will be filtered sunshine with a lot of that smoke haze still around. Here's the satellite radar picture. It's quiet, but here it is right here. You can see air quality alerts still in effect until Thursday at 5 p.m. with that unhealthy to perhaps unhealthy for sensitive group air quality due in part because of that wildfire smoke that's still around. And speaking of that, let's take a look at some of the current qualities that we have across the area. Farther north where you're seeing more of those red dots, that's where we have the worst of it right now. Unhealthy air quality there. Orange farther south around Seattle, King County, unhealthy for sensitive groups, and seeing a lot more of those yellows out along the coast, Olympic Peninsula. We're fine out there, but it's generally, up and down Puget Sound and going across parts of northern interior that we're dealing with more of the issues right now. And that's because we have this kind of pipeline of smoke coming in from some of the smokes farther south, and we got that wind coming out of the south, kind of tracking that over the same areas time after time again here for today and heading on into the night. This is about 7:45. We still have it around, and then into early tomorrow morning too, we're still going to deal with it. It's not going to be until maybe tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, that we start to see some changes. We start to see more of that onshore flow with the arrows coming back in off of the Pacific, that it starts to blow it back off towards the east, and we start to see some major changes on the way by the time we head late into this week. SeaTac Airport, hazy sunshine. Now that the fog is beginning to burn off, you can check out right here what's happening. Not anything really to view as we take a look at the foggy skies that are looking live here. 61 right now with the wind coming in at about calm. It's not expected to be too high here as we go throughout the day. 63 in Shelton. We're at 55 in Tacoma, 58 in Olympia, where the fog has been hanging around just a bit longer here farther south across South Sound. If we actually have seen that sunshine come out. We're at 63. Bellingham, we're sitting at 58. So satellite and radar picture, it is keeping things really quiet with big area of dominant high pressure in place. Now what's going to change is we're going to see this system head up into Alaska and into Canada. That's going to open the door for more systems to come in behind that as it gives us a nice push of a front that comes through late into this week. You can see not a whole lot happening before then though, as that system is just generally heading northward. But by the time we head into tomorrow, you can start to see a few more clouds, especially out along the coast. And then as we go late into tomorrow evening and tomorrow night, a lot more of those clouds coming on through as the front pushes on by, and we start to see that opens the floodgates for the rain chances that we're going to see late this week, along with the much cooler air. Highs today, we're back in the 70s in Linden, Mount Vernon up to 68, 70 around Arlington. Highs for parts of Central Sound in the low 70s in Bellevue, Redmond, Issaquah up to 72, Monroe at 71. Over the Kitsap Peninsula, we'll see some low 70s there, as well as farther south here in Gig Harbor at 69, Lakewood at 70, 72 in Olympia. Federal Way will hit 68 or high. Here's your 7-day forecast. We got a couple of more days, actually 2 to 3 more days of the 60s and the dry weather before we do start to see things turn a lot more wet and cooler starting up on Friday through Monday.